champions! Alam niyo bang mas maganda ang tag-ulan dito sa loob ng presensya ng Panginoon? Agree ba kayo dyan? Kaya I salute you. Sabi nga ni Brother JR, may mga lumangoy sa inyo sa baha, pero worth it. Sabi mo sa katabi mo, worth it. Bakit? Tanong niyo, Sister Kat, bakit? Kasi, sabi nga, as our praise goes up, His rain comes down. So, mas maganda ang pagpapala, amen, ng Panginoon sa atin sa umagang ito. So, bless na bless kayo. Sabi mo sa katabi mo, napaka-bless mo today. Bless na bless, alright? Na-bless ka ba sa kagandahan ng katabi mo? Ay, bawal yung bad reactions. Alright. So it's an honor to be up here. It's a privilege to be serving the Lord and to be serving you this morning. Dahil sabi ko nga, walang katulad ang presensya ng Diyos. Alright? So, siguro kung naiingayan kayo sa boses ko, sobrang excited lang talaga ako today because God has something in store for you. Praise and worship pa lang. I didn't even know yung mga kanta. God worked all things for our good. Right? Kasi we're gonna talk about a passage in the book of Psalm this morning. And it talks about praising the Lord. And it talks about worshiping the Lord. And kinakanta natin, right? Sabi nga, worship is more than a song. Right? It comes from a heart of a true believer. Kapatid, true believer ka ba? Totoo ka ba naniniwala sa Panginoon? Hindi pa sigurado. Pero I assure you, by the end of the day, mabibilib ka sa Panginoon eh. Talagang, ay Lord, wala kang katulad. Kaya ganito ako ka-excited, ganito ako ka-passionate. Kasi I believe the Father is here to pour out His love over you. And ang sabi nga, when you have the love of the Father, no one can snatch you away from Him. Amen. So excited na ba kayong ma-receive yun today?
Yes!
Sabi mo sa sarili mo, excited na ako, Lord, na maka-receive sa'yo.
Excited na ako, Lord!
Amen. Alright. So, this past few weeks, we were talking about Jesus, di ba? Pastor Jerry did a series about Jesus and he's introducing us who really Jesus is. Kasi nga naman, di ba, paano ka magtitiwala sa isang taong hindi mo naman kilala? Kumbaga, kahit nga Grab driver mo, kahit may picture, kahit may plate number, parang isisend mo pa sa mga kaibigan mo kasi you don't feel safe. Kasi hindi mo kilala yung tao. Diba? Kahit meron ka ng picture, meron ka ng pangalan, meron ka ng information, you still feel unsafe. Kasi hindi mo kilala. Right? The same thing with Jesus. We know Him. We probably see pictures of Him. We probably know His name. We probably have read a few words about Him, pero we don't really know who He is unless you encounter Him personally. Alright? So today, be excited kasi I know He's here to encounter each of us with His love. And I'm gonna continue on with the Jesus series. This is entitled The Shepherd's Passion. Right? When we say passion, ano ba yung passion? Pag nalasa. Passion, di ba pag passion, parang matinding nararamdaman. Parang, I'm passionately in love with you. Uy, di ba? Hindi mo makinikilig-kilig dyan. Meron pa. Alright. Pero pag sinabing passion, like, sobrang damang-dama mo, nag-iinit yung kalooban mo, nag-iinit yung pakiramdam mo, kasi that's how passionate you feel it, right? And we're gonna talk about who the shepherd is and how passionate he is in loving us. So, Psalm 23, sino nakakaalam ng Psalm 23? Siguro nabasa nyo na-memorize nyo na to sa Sunday school before, or nakikita nyo sa mga posters, sa mga picture frames, pero probably you've never felt it, like personally, the same way God wants you to feel. So, paano po ba to? Sorry po, wala sa bundok namin yung clicker na to. So, we're gonna read Psalm 23, alright? Are you okay to read it with me? And when you read it, I want you to personalize it as if you're really saying it to God. Okay? So, think about your situation this morning. Whether good, whether bad, whatever scares you, kung ano yung nagpapa-overwhelm sa'yo right now, kahit sa work, sa family, sa school, saan man yan. Think about it, and as we read this, say it to the Lord, alright? Psalm 23, let's all read. 1, 2, go. The Lord is my shepherd.
I love nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the path of righteousness for his name's sake.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare,
Table before me in the presence of my enemies.
you anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Let's just pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this morning, for you are indeed here in this place, ready to encounter each of us, ready to break through any wall, any hinges, any reservation that we may have. So right now, Father, as we lay down all of our worries, all of our fears before you, come have your way. Let your peace and your love and your grace and your goodness and your mercy overwhelm us as we hear from you this morning, and let your word transform us from the inside out. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Alright. Na-feel nyo ba yun? Kasi Psalm 23 probably, it's one of the Bible passage that got me through my journey here in the Philippines. This is actually my 7th month staying here in the Philippines, staying with you. Parang kahapon lang, no? Tapos next month, aalis na ako. Grabe. Grabe yun. Ha? Hindi pa. Sige po, kita-kita tayo sa panaginip. But anyway, I praise the Lord for this is my 7th month serving with you and serving you. So it's a privilege. And honestly, it's not a smooth journey. May ups and downs, parang roller coaster. Isang umiikot na lang ako, paikot-ikot sa Lord, kaya lang balik-diretso yung roller coaster. Diba? So kasi I'm not perfect. I'm also human. So I feel sad, diba? I feel down, I feel discouraged, and it's normal kasi we still feel, diba? Kung wala ka na nararamdaman, mas matakot ka, patay ka na, diba? So, nararamdaman mo lahat to. Even me in my walk here, in my journey here in the Philippines, hindi siya madali. So I'm telling you, hindi siya madali. Siguro nakikita nyo lang ako, tulala, gano'n. Pero yun na yun. Pag tulala ako, yun na yun. But this passage from the Bible got me through those rough times. And not just the rough times, but also during my joyous moments. Kasi it's a constant reminder of who God is as a shepherd. Sabi, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. If you say that personally, Lord, you are my shepherd, I lack nothing. Sa Tagalog po, susubukan ko rin kung mag-Tagalog, ha? Pagpasensyahan niyo na rin po kung may mga lalaking nanganganak. Pero, the Lord, ano ba shepherd? Pastol, di ba? Nagpapastol. Nakita na po ba kayo ng nagpapastol? O alam niyo po ba ang ginagawa ng pagpapastol? Di ba po sila yung nag-guide sa mga tupa? Tupa. Lord. Sila ang nag-guide, sila ang nag-lead, sila ang nagpapakain, sila ang nag-take care. Pero sabi ni David, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. When we say I lack nothing, wala na akong kakailanganin pang iba. Kung ang Diyos ang iyong pastor, wala kang aalalahanin. Sino dito may mga maraming inaalala sa mga oras na to? Hashtag Real Talk. Diba? May hashtag tayo for today. Hashtag Real Talk. Diba? Sinong may inaalala pag hindi kayo nagtaas? Malamang kayo si Lord. Malamang kayo si Lord. Pero as sabi, lahat tayo may pinagdadaanan kahit na kay Kristo ka na. May pinagdadaanan kang problema, may mga takot ka, may mga worries ka, hindi mo alam kung anong kakainin nyo mamaya, or anong susuotin mo bukas. Medyo minor pa yun eh. Pero sa mga magulang, naiintindihan ko, paano kaya yung pag-aaral ng mga anak ko? Tomo, may nagtomo sa kaninong nanay yun. Pero diba, lahat tayo may inaalala. Kahit kabataan paalala, magkano kaya ba ako bukas? Makakabayad kaya kami sa project namin? Kamusta kaya yung thesis ko? Kamusta kaya yung crush ko? Malimori yun yung crush na yan ha. Malimori yun. But anyway, lahat tayo hindi exempted sa worry, sa takot. Lahat tayo nakakaramdam. Pati ako nakakaramdam ng takot. Subukan mo kayang lumayo sa pamilya mo at sa mga nakasanayan mo for 7 months na wala kang kasama. Hindi ba nakakatakot? Diba? So, even ako, hindi ako exempted doon. Lahat tayo nakakaramdam. So, tabigin mo nga yung katabi mo. Okay lang yan, brother. Okay lang yan, sister. Ibig sabihin, tao ka lang. Right? So, tao kasi tayo eh. When we're not in control, kung hindi na natin siya na-fix, nagpapanik tayo. Kasi as human, we tend to do things on our own. We try to find solutions based on our own strength. Diba? Pag wala ka nang mapakain, mag-a-apply ka ng panibagong job. Hanggang sa 3, 4, 5 na yung job mo, hindi ka na natutulog, zombie ka na kung tawagin. Para lang meron kang ma-provide. Right? The same way with students, minsan hindi na sila natutulog kasi they try to do it on their own strength. Na minsan, pwede naman na natin sabihin, the Lord is my shepherd. He will not mislead me. He will not forsake me because He is always with me, so I lack nothing. Okay? So, ngayon, excited talaga akong i-share sa inyo kasi He's all about pouring out His love this morning. If you need belongingness, the Father is here to pour out His heart and say, I love you. If you have come today with sickness in your body, God is saying, I'm your healer.
Amen.
Kapag sinabi mo, Lord, may kakulangan sa pamilya ko, sa mga pinansyal ko, the Lord is here saying, I am your provider. Kung may panganib sa buhay mo, the Lord is here saying, I am your safety. Kung pagod ka, kapatid, the Lord is saying, I am your rest. So, be open this morning kasi as we talk about more of this psalm, nasa first verse pa lang tayo, nakikita nyo ba? First verse pa lang yan, medyo marami pang kasunod. I know it's a long one, pero I summarize it in a way na you can just get the essence of it and still apply it on your daily life. So, David did not live a life that is perfect. Kasi David, di ba si David, shepherd boy din siya. So, he knows how to be a shepherd. He knows na ang tupa, kailangan nakadepende sa nagpapastol. Tingnan mo si Lord na nakakatawa. Sa lahat ng animal na ikakahiling tulad nila sa atin, tupa. Pinag-aralan ko kasi yung nature ng tupa. Sorry sa word, pero ang mga tupa daw ay mga stupid animals. Why? Because their brain is really small. So they just rely on whoever's leading them. They just depend kung sino yung nagtutulak sa kanila, nagpapastol sa kanila kasi wala silang sense on their own. Right? So, imagine mo, sinabihan ka ni Lord, tupa ka. Tupa. Diba? Lord, matalino naman ako. Tupa ka. Lord, malakas naman ako. Hindi, tupa ka. Why? Because the Lord, since the creation began, He wants us to depend only sa Kanya. Right? Kasi nga, with Him, we can lack nothing. Right? So, sino ba yung shepherd natin? Right? Kasi kung tupa tayo, kailangan natin ng shepherd. Kasi kung tupa tayo, hindi natin alam kung saan pupunta, kung saan may pagkain, kung saan may abundance. Right? So, John 10:11 said, I am the good shepherd. This is Jesus speaking. I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Right? So Jesus laid down his life for us. John 10:30 says, kasi sabi ko, diba, the Father is the one who wants to pour out the love. But we're talking about Jesus the shepherd. But you see, in John 10:30 said, I and the Father are one. So who Jesus is, that's who the Father is. Alright, so when we know more of Jesus, we can get to know more of the Father. we can get to know more of His heart, of His plans and purpose for us. Right? John 10:14 and 27 says, I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me. I love this one. Kasi sometimes tayo, tingin natin kay Lord, mahirap abutin. Totoo naman, kasi taas naman. Physically yan, or spiritually yes. Pag tinitignan mo in the eyesight. Kaya minsan hirap tayong humingi. Minsan nagtatago pa tayo kay Lord. Diba? Kasi nahihiya tayo, kasi may mga pagkukulang tayo, or may nagawa tayo. Lord, hindi po ako nakapunta ng Bible study. Nakakaya namang humingi kahit may sakit yung nanay ko. Sometimes may mga ganong Kristiyano, di ba? Minsan may mga ganong tao, nahihiyang humarap sa Panginoon, nahihiyang humingi. Kasi feeling nila, ang layo-layo ng Diyos. Pero ito ang heart ng Father eh. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them. The Father wants a personal relationship with each one of us. Tayo yung lumalayo, siya yung palapit ng palapit. Even sa Garden of Eden, di ba? Nung nagkasala si Adam, anong ginawa nila? Nagtago, di ba? Kasi nakakahiya na may ginawa sila, sinuway nila yung utos ng Panginoon. Pero anong sabi ng Diyos sa nila? Where are you? Where are you? Hindi ibig sabihin, papagalitan ko kayo, kaya hinahanap ko kayo. Ang gusto niya, i-restore yung relationship. Pero dahil sa pride ng tao, minsan, nami-miss out nila yung blessing ng Panginoon. Okay. So sabi mo sa katabi mo, huwag ka nang magtago sis, huwag ka nang magtago bro. Be-bless ka ni Lord. Okay. So kinakanta natin kanina, bless the Lord, O my soul. Bless His holy name. Kasi there's a reason why praising the Lord is important. When we make God bigger in our lives, our problems get smaller. Okay? So the more you magnify who God is, the more you worship Him, the more your problems get smaller. Why? Kasi nawawala na yung focus mo sa problema na kay Lord na lang. And who God is, kung sino siya, hindi nakadepende sa sitwasyon mo. So kung nahihirapan ka, hindi magbabago ang pagmamahal ng Panginoon. Hindi magbabago kung sino siya. Kaya the more you magnify Him sa challenges mo, sa mga problema mo, the more na lumiliit yung problema mo. Alright? So, choose to always magnify God more than your problems. Ano bang benefits ng pagtatrust kay Lord? May sabi, may 6 benefits of trusting in the Lord. The first one is the shepherd's portion. The second is the shepherd's peace. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about more of this. Pero binibigyan ko lang kayo ng overview. The third one is the shepherd's providence. Fourth is the shepherd's protection. And then we have the shepherd's provision. 6, the shepherd's promise. Di ko na nilagyan ng 7, baka maging shepherd's 5. Joke. Joke lang po yun. Para naman, matawa naman kayo kung nakakatawa. But the first one, it says, the shepherd's portion. Verse 1, it says, the Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. So ano ba yung benefit ng pagtatrust mo kay Lord? Una, He becomes your portion. Pag sinabi nating portion, di ba sa hating kapatid, di ba may parte-parte kayo? Even sa mana ng family mo, may parte kayo, may share. It means inheritance, yung mana mo, yung parte mo dun sa isang whole, right? So, sabi dito sa Lamentations, the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I will hope in Him. Leviticus 26 verses 11 to 12 says, and I will make my dwelling place among you, and I will not reject you. I will walk among you and be your God, and you will be my people. Sister Kat, ano ba ibig sabihin mo? Ang sinasabi nating portion at inheritance dito, hindi blessing. Siguro mag-uwi na kayo kasi hindi pala blessing yung makukuha nyo. Kasi it's more than that. It's bigger than that. The greatest inheritance that you will ever receive is Jesus Himself. It's not the blessing, it's the blesser. The one who gives everything. Di ba mas nakaka-excite yun na ang makukuha mo palang mana, ang makukuha mong parte at portion, si Jesus Himself. Because it says here, and I will make my dwelling place among you, and I will not reject you. I will walk among you and be your God, and you will be my people. This is like Jesus saying, eto na ako. Ako na nga yung pumupunti. Ako na yung nagbibigay ng sarili ko sa iyo. Kunin mo lang. Right? Wala ka nang kailangan gawin. Siya na nagsabing, I will walk among you and be your God. I will be your God. I will be your portion. I will be your inheritance. Diba? Kasi ang blessing, nauubos yan eh. Diba? Kaya nga tayo lagi nagsastrive, lagi tayo nag-work hard, lagi tayo nagtatry to do more, to achieve more. Diba? Hindi na matapos-tapos yung kaka-achieve mo. Pag-achieve mo dito, may level pang isa. Diba? Promotion na ng promotion. Pero hindi ka nasa-satisfy. Why? Kasi ang blessing, it doesn't satisfy us. It's the blesser Himself. The one who gives blessings. Kasi if you're connected to the source, that's unlimited. Diba? Yung parang saksakan lang yan eh. Diba? Pag nakasaksak na siya, yung TV yun, pag nakasaksak na, tuloy-tuloy lang ang electricity. Diba? Ang tuloy-tuloy lang ang panunood, ang saya. It's showtime. Pero, pag in-unplug mo yan, anong mangyayari? Mawawalan, diba? So, hahanap ka, saan nga may kuryente? Diba? So, it's good that we're always connected to the source. Because the greatest inheritance, the greatest reward that we can ever receive is Jesus Himself, not the blessing. Amen? Sabi dito, yet to all who did receive Him, to those who believed in His name, He gave the right to become children of God. This is Jesus stating it in John 1:12. Sabi, para magkaroon ka ng parte sa mana, kailangan mo muna maging anak. Tama ba? Nakakita ka na ba na sa pamilya niyo, no? Si Governor Janet? Uy! Daming gusto yata ng pamana. Sino gusto ng pamana mula kay Governor? Imagine niyo si Governor Janet, sabi niya, magpapamana na ako. Tapos kunwari ako yung anak ni Governor Janet, no? Siyempre nag-expect ako, siyempre anak ako, meron na akong party dyan. Tapos sasabihin ng nanay ko, kay Brother JR yung 50% ng inheritance.
Yun?
Receive ba?
Answer prayer?
Answer prayer ba? Pero di ba, bilang anak, ang sakit nun. Kasi ako yung anak mo, pero hindi mo ako binigyan. Right? So wala kang makikita na pamamanahan mo yung, unless talaga wala kang anak. Diba? Pero usually, ang una mong pamamanahan, ang una mong bibigyan ng parte, ay yung anak mo o yung kapamilya mo. So sabi, to all who receives Him, He will give them the right to become children of God. So kapatid, kung hindi mo pa nare-receive ang Panginoon, i-desire mo yan na, Lord, gusto ko magkaroon ng relationship sa'yo kasi gusto ko makuha yung portion ko, gusto ko makuha yung inheritance ko, which is you, Jesus. Right? So, when all you have is Jesus, you have everything you need. Sabi mo yan sa katabi mo.
All you have is Jesus, you have everything you need.
Sabi ko, di ba, gagawin natin personal to? Palitan niyo yung you ng I. Okay? At personalin niyo yan. Okay? So, when all I have is Jesus, I have everything I need. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go!
When all I have is Jesus, I have everything I need.
Maniwala ka ba doon?
Yeah.
Isip mo ba yan? Amen. Praise the Lord. So, the second one is the shepherd's peace. So, verses 2 to 3a, he said, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. Ang tupa, kasi sabi ko nga, di ba, nakadepende lang siya sa nagpapastol sa kanya. So, itong mga tupa, hindi sila nakakakain o nakakainom kapag raging yung rivers. Kapag ma-crazy siya. Like, hindi siya nakakakain kapag maraming magulo. Na-stress siya. Sounds familiar ba? Pag nagkakagulo na, nasa-stress bigla, nagpa-panic attack. So naano niya na kung bakit tupa ang tawag sa atin ng Panginoon. Kasi He knows us. Sabi nga, I know my sheep. I know them so well. I know them by name. I know the numbers of the number of their hair. Right? So, sabi dito, sa Matthew 11:28, Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Kasi the pastor, the shepherd, he knows when we need it. Sabi ko nga, gaya ng tupa, hindi magpapahinga yan unless buhatin siya ng pastol at ilay down talaga siya. Literal. Kasi binasa ko yung paano pinapastol ang mga tupa talaga. So, hindi sila titigil unless ihiga talaga sila nung nagpapastol sa kanila. So, the same thing with us. Si Lord na yung nagsasabi, I will give you rest. It's okay to be tired. Kasi nga, I'm here. I can provide for your rest. Okay lang kahit na-overwhelm ka. That's expected. So come and I'll give you rest. Okay lang kahit nagpapanik ka sometimes. I know what's going on. But come, I will give you rest. Right? I will make you lie down in green pastures. Nakakita na ba kayo ng berdeng, green pasture?
Bermuda grass.
Hindi mo si Pastor Jerry, Pero, ano po pa? Damuhan. Thank you, Lord. Berdeng damuhan. Di ba pag nakikita mo siya kahit sa movie, kahit sa picture, ang very relaxing. Parang gusto kong pumunta doon at matulog lang sa damuhan. Diba? So the same thing with us, He makes me lie down. Ibig sabihin, it's Jesus Himself who will make us rest. You don't have to find it anywhere else. Just come to Jesus and He will do everything for you para hindi ka napapagod. Do you think Jesus cannot do anything bigger than your problem? He's Jesus. He's all-powerful. He can change anything. Nothing's too hard for Him. Right?
Amen.
Sabi, He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. That means He can restore you. The kind of rest that Jesus gives, hindi yung rest na the physical, okay na. Ang ibig sabihin nitong rest na tinuturo sa atin is kahit may chaos, kahit magulo, kahit nagpapanik ang mga tao, kahit nakaka-overwhelm yung sitwasyon, I have peace within me. Kahit nagtatakbuhan na sila, ano nangyari? Kasi you are secured with the peace of the Lord within you. That's why we can say, be still and know that He is God. He is God. Anong hindi niya kayang gawin? Anong hindi niya kayang buhatin para sa'yo? Right? Binuhat niya nga ang sanlibutan. Binuhat niya ang lahat na kasalanan ng sanlibutan. Ano pang hindi niya kayang gawin? Kapatid. So kung napapagod ka, na-overwhelm ka sa mga sitwasyon mo sa buhay, bata ka man o matanda, come to His presence and He will give you rest. So that you can be still kahit nagkakagulo ang lahat. Amen? Amen. The third one is the shepherd's providence. In verse 3b, He said, He guides me along the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. When we talk about providence, it talks about God's wisdom and guidance. Alright? God's providence is the one who's directing us, who's governing us, who's correcting us. Right? So, that's one of the benefits of trusting in the Lord, is that you can have order in your life. You can be aligned sa mga purpose ni Lord. Wala dito yung verse, pero I just remembered it. Jeremiah 29:11, For I know the plans I have for you. Says who? Says ng kapitbahay mo? Says ng boyfriend mo, ng girlfriend mo, ng asawa mo, ng anak mo? No. Says the Lord. So only the Lord knows the plans He has for you. At kung minsan, we try to find our own way, sometimes nadi-distract tayo, di ba? Parang tupa yan eh. Kaya nga tupa, kailangan may laging taga. Alam mo na, yung staff ng, hindi staff na tao, yung staff na, ang tawag ko, yung stake ng pagpapastol. Yung tungkod, ay galing. Yung tungkod, di ba, parang siyang umbrella, hawakan ng umbrella. Like, hindi lang siya diretsyo, pero may paganon din siya. Alam niyo kung para saan yung paganon niya? Kasi kapag nawawala na yung tupa, babalik ta rin lang nung nagpapastol at gaganon niya. Pero ang maganda doon, hindi nasasaktan yung tupa, kaya siya naka-arc. Kasi comforting pa rin when God corrects, when God aligns us, when God put order in our lives, it doesn't hurt. Why? Because the reason why He does it is because He loves us. Right? So sabi nga, magdiwang ka, magsaya ka kapag kinukulat ka ng Panginoon kasi ibig sabihin, mahal ka niya. Kasi kung hindi, papabayaan ka lang niya kung saan-saan. Diba? Bahala ka nang matumba dyan, bahala ka malaglag dyan sa dagat or whatever sabi niya sa tumba, diba? Bahala kang makain dyan ng leon. But no, God will always try to lead us and guide us and instruct us in the ways we should go, right? Sabi dito, my sheep hear my voice and I know them and they follow me. Because of relationship, we can hear God's voice. Kasi sabi ko nga, hindi naman distant si Father. He's so close na siya na mismo yung lumalapit sa atin. Sometimes tayo nang malikot, nadidistract, parang tupa. May makita ditong maganda, may makita ditong mas maginhawa, punta ka doon, hindi naman pala sa kanya. Right? So if you want order and alignment sa buhay mo, in all areas, then listen to His voice and follow Him. Right? So, sorry. Matthew 5:16 says, in the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. Right? Kasi sabi dito, God will guide us in the paths of righteousness, not for our own fame, para hindi tayo maging sikat na, uy, nag-mission outreach, ang nakatanggap ng glory, yung head ng barangay. Kasi siya'y nakita ng pamamigay. Uy, daming bags. Diba? Pero sabi, for His name's sake, kaninong name? Kay Jesus, diba? So sabi dito, so when God corrects us, when God aligns us, when God put orders sa ating buhay, we can do good deeds that He prepared for us to do so that makita ng mga tao at i-praise ang ating Heavenly Father. Okay? So, God's eternal desire is that He would have many sons and daughters who would display His glory and light within them. So reflection, nagiging reflection tayo ng Ama kapag sumunod tayo sa Kanya at ginawa natin kung ano yung ginagawa niya. Right? So the shepherd's protection, that's the fourth one, isa sa mga benefits ay yung protection ng isang pastor. Sabi sa verse 4, siguro narinig niyo na ito sa mga kanta, no? May rap, ay alam ako rap nito, pero hindi na lang ako mag-rap. Pero even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Pause tayo. Mayroon talagang lugar na tinatawag na Valley of the Shadow of Death sa Palestine. Minsan tinatawag siyang the Valley of Fear and Worry. Why? Kasi pag shepherd ka sa lugar na yon, you have to go through yung valley. Pagitan siya ng dalawang malaking bundok, ng dalawang malaking mountain, mataas. So imagine mo, yung shadow nila, dalawa sila, tapos lalakad ka sa gitna, yun yung valley, yung lowest point. Yun yung valley na tinatawag nila of the shadow of death. Kaya shadow, kasi nga wala, it's dark. So, ang mga tupa, nakarelay lang sa pastol na nagtitingin kung saan ang safe na daan. Para hindi masugatan, hindi malaglag, o hindi madulas yung mga sheep na yon. And sometimes, dahil madilim, maraming nakaabang ng mga leon, or wolves, or foxes, na mga predators na gustong kainin yung mga tupa. Diba? And ang mga tupa na to, wala nga silang sense ng katalinuhan. Hindi nila alam kung mapapahamak na sila o hindi. Kaya, sometimes, the shepherd would lay down his life in danger just to make sure the sheep are protected. Diba sabi nga, I am the good shepherd. I will lay down my life for my sheep. So imagine niyo Jesus saying that, para lang maging safe ka, para lang hindi ka mapunta sa kapahamakan, para hindi ka matukso, hindi ka ma-distract at matep, I will lay down my life for you. That's how much I love you. Imagine, Jesus Himself went through darkness. He died eh. Diba? He was nailed on the cross, died after that, and He went to the grave. Namatay siya. Tama ba? And imagine mo, siguro party-party ba pag namatay? Hindi, diba? Sometimes death is the saddest. Why? Because it talks about like darkness and gloominess and all those things. So imagine Jesus going through that. He didn't have to. But because I love you as my sheep, I will lay down my life for you. Because I want to save you. I want to protect you. That's what it means there. Sabi sa Joshua 1:9, "This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Hindi sinabi dito na the Lord your God is with you pag nagsisimba ka lang. Hindi sinabi dito na the Lord your God is with you pag nagpunta ka sa mall. Pag lumabas ka na ng mall, wala na si Lord. But no, He said, wherever you go, kahit maghugas ka ng kamay, maghugas ka ng paa, pumunta ka sa banyo, God is always with you, making sure that nothing will harm you. But sometimes, we're stubborn sheep, gusto natin puntahan kung saan-saan. Diba? We go astray. Sabi nga, we are like sheep who have gone astray. We try to go find our ways. But the Lord is saying, be strong and courageous. You don't have to be afraid in the dark. Because I'm here with you. I will go wherever you go. Right? Proverbs 3:12 says, "For the Lord corrects those He loves, just as a father corrects a child in whom he delights." That's what your rod and your staff, they comfort you. Kasi kapag wala yung tungkod ng pastor, hindi niya maaabot yung mga tupa. Hindi mararamdaman ng tupa na may tumatapik sa kanya at kailangan niya nang mag-reroute ng daan, mag-redirect ng pupuntahan. So, kung may nararamdaman kang tapik minsan ni Lord na, Lord, medyo masakit, pero thank you. Why? Because for the Lord corrects those He loves. Just as a father corrects a child in whom he delights. Sa mga parents dito, sinong hindi pinapagalitan ng mga anak? Di ba kahit hindi nakikinig ang anak, pinapagalitan mo pa rin, dinidisiplina mo pa rin, hanggang sa matuto, di ba? Kasi, that's a proof of how much you love them. Kasi you want the best for them. Kung ang earthly parents, they know how to love their children, how much more the Heavenly Father who created us. Amen? Jesus is the only certainty in a world full of uncertainties. So, ibig sabihin, si Jesus lang ang sure thing. Siya lang ang confidence natin. Kung baga nagkakagulo lahat, nagda-doubt ka na, nag-worry ka pa, natatakot ka pa, Jesus lang ang constant. Siya ang never changing. So that you can be rest assured na you can put your confidence sa Kanya, yung faith mo sa Kanya, yung trust mo sa Kanya, kasi hindi siya nagbabago. Amen? The fifth one, malapit na tayo natapos. The shepherd's provision. Sabi sa verse 5, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." Just gonna read these verses. Matthew 6:31-32 says, "Therefore do not be anxious, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the Gentiles seek after all these things. And your heavenly Father knows that you need them all." So ibig sabihin, you prepare a table before me. This is your daily provision. Your daily needs. He will provide. Hindi niya sinabing pagtrabahuhan mo. Ang sabi niya, I will prepare them for you. Siya mismo ang maglalatag sa harapan mo. Diba ang sarap, mga nanay, diba ang sarap pag ikaw naman yung pinagsisilbihan? Nanay. Diba? Minsan yung mga magulang, ang sarap din minsan pag kayo yung pinagsisilbihan, diba?
Yes.
So, ang sarap ng pakiramdam, pag nalaman mo, si Father God, He will prepare the table before you. At hindi lang before you, before the presence of your enemies. So talaga, maaasar ang kaaway talaga sa'yo dahil tinatry ka na nga niyang i-win, tinatry ka na nang i-distract at i-tempt, pero the Lord is still providing blessings sa'yo. So paano yun? Parang sarap mong kumain mo. Imagine mo kung army ka, nagpaparila na sa tabi mo, may sumasabog ng mga bomba, pero sarap ng kain mo. The same thing here. Why? Because it's the Lord who prepares everything for you, what you need, even before your enemies. You can have peace eating. Right? Sabi, you anoint my head with oil. That means special favor. Kasi sa old times, sa Bible times, kapag bisita ka, at bisita ka ng royalty, i-anoint ka nila ng special oil, ng special perfume, para they know that you're a special guest. So imagine the Lord anointing your head with oil, calling you a special one. So sa tingin mo parang, wala na akong pakinabang, wala na akong worm, wala na bawal sa akin. The Lord is anointing you with oil. Anointing your head with oil, saying, you're precious, you're special, you're loved. Sabi mo sa katabi mo, special na kapatid. Hindi yung ibang klaseng special baka naman yung pang-aasar na kasama yung special yung ganyan. But when we say special, syempre, ang treatment mo, pang special na tao, pang VIP, ayun. Diba? Pag may siguro kung pumasok si President Duterte dito, lahat kayo magtatayuan, dito ka na umupo, President, diba? So the same thing with us. The Lord is saying, dito ka na umupo, special guest ka, maraming pagkain, hindi ka magkukulang. Right? Sabi, my cup overflows. Hindi lang sa hindi ka pa magkukulang, mag-uumapaw ka pa. Ito yung natutunan ko dito na siksik biglig at umaapaw. O, di ba natutunan nyo rin? Ang galing. Palakpakan nyo ngayon mga sarili nyo. But anyway, sabi dito sa Matthew 7:11, if you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father, who is in heaven, give good things to those who ask Him. Sometimes the reason why we don't have is because we don't ask. Kasi we feel like the Father will not give it to us. Kasi Diyos siya, tao ako, nagkakamali ako, hindi ako perfect. Pero sabi niya, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things? Every good and perfect gift comes from the Lord Himself. So if you need something good in your life, kahit sa financial niyo yan, kahit sa marriage niyo yan, kahit sa relationship niyo yan, kahit sa pag-aaral, sa work, if you need something good, ask the Father, because He knows how to give good things to His children. Right? John 10:10 says, the thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that so they may have life. Basahin natin to. And have it again. And have it. So, hindi ka lang namumuhay ng going with the flow lang. Kasi ang plano ng Panginoon sa'yo, puno. So, kung nakakaramdam ka pa ng kakulangan, hindi pa yan ang plano ng Panginoon sa'yo. Meron pa. Because He wants you to have it to the full. Kung kulang ka sa saya, He will give you the fullness of joy. Kung kulang ka sa kapanatagal, saan galing ang kapanatagal? He will give you the fullness of His peace. Kung meron ka pa rin nararamdamang sakit, He will give you the fullness of your healing. Right? Kasi He said, have it to the full. And when God promises you something, you know it's a sure thing. Kasi God doesn't lie. He's not like you. Alright? And the last one, the last benefit of trusting in the Lord is the shepherd's promise. Nakakasunod ba kayo? Ngayon ko lang natanong. I know like, I tend to talk fast when I get passionate about the Lord and that. Pero sabi sa the last one, the shepherd's promise, surely your goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. Putulin ulit natin. This first part. Sabi, surely your goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. In Psalm 34, verse 8, the promise of the Lord says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the one who takes refuge in Him. Ibig sabihin, you can taste and see how good God is in the land of the living even. So habang nabubuhay ka, you have an opportunity to taste and see how good God is sa'yo. Ang sabi, the ones that are blessed ay yung iti-take refuge sa Kanya. So that means, ibig sabihin nun, we have to be under His umbrella. Kailangan, nasasakop ka, tama, si Brother Tonyo, nasasakop ka ng Kanyang pangangalaga. Diba? Kasi kung isa kang tupa na nawala na sa dilim, mahanap ka pa rin ni Lord. Pero habang hinahanap ka ni Lord, nararanasan mo yung hindi maganda. Diba? So, huwag kang lalabas sa umbrella ni Lord. Right? And the next part of that verse, it says, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Hindi permanente ang buhay natin. Agree ba kayo? Alam ko siguro minsan may natatakot pang makita pa si Lord, hindi pa ako ready, yung mga gano'n. Pero, darating ang time na lahat tayo ay magtatapos ang buhay. Yun nga yung kanta natin, di ba? And on that day, the Lord's strength is failing. He will still sing the praise. Why? Because He knows that whoever trusts in the Lord and whoever believes in Him, He will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So may forever. Okay, naniniwala sa mga bitter na walang forever. May forever. Kasabi lang sa verse, oh, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Sabi sa katabi mo, manalig ka may forever. Manalig talaga, no? Right? Kasi hindi mo lang matitikman ang goodness at mercy ng Panginoon habang nabubuhay ka kung hindi pagkatapos pa ng buhay mo. Kasi sabi sa John 3:16, For God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but what have? Eternal is forever. So hindi ka lang makakatikim ng pagmamahal, ng grasya, ng awa, at kabutihan ng Panginoon habang nabubuhay ka, kung hindi, pati pagkawala mo dito sa mundo. He got you. Hashtag, He got you. Hindi Pikachu. I'm choosing the joke. Right? So, He got you. But all you need to do is what? Believe in Him. Okay? Because that's faith. And after Jesus series, we talk about winning and overcoming and being a champion in all challenges of life. Sabi dito, you can have victory through faith in the love of God. Kasi when you know that you have the love of God, no one and nothing can separate you from it. To be loved is to be loved by God. And hindi tao ang makakapuno ng pagmamahal na hinahanap mo. Because for you to be truly mahalin, it's to be loved by God Himself.
Amen.
There is no faith in an unsurrendered life to God. I don't know about you if you notice it, pero while we were talking about the verses, the key for you to get that benefit is for having an intimate relationship with God. Okay? Kasi sabi, the sheep knows me and I know them. That's how personal we can have a relationship with the Lord. Wala namang nakatago kay Lord eh. Nothing's hidden kay Lord. Alam niya kung ano yung nagpapatakot sa'yo. Alam niya kung ano yung bumabagabag sa'yo. Natawid. Alam niya kung ano ang kakulangan mo sa mga oras na ito. Walang nakatago sa Kanya. So, ang gusto lang niya is to surrender it to Him. And when you surrender it to Him, when you give it to God, don't take it back. Don't take it back. It's His, not yours anymore. Sabi nga, diba, for the battle is the Lord's. Ano mang battle yan, kay Lord yan. But there's no faith without you surrendering it. Okay.